again. First letter done. Hazel.
Yes.
Get this letter out to the king.
Okay. Hey, you almost done?
Yeah, I've just got to dry the ink.
Okay.
Alright, it's done. There we go. Oh, don't forget this one.
Ow!
This side seems better. Okay. To the chieftain I have to write this in Orcish. Could write it in common, but Chieftain Uglak. Thank you. The king thanks you for you want to think they are? They're real ears. How are you doing? I'm just doing my wizardly duties here, writing letters for the king to different nobles. Right now I'm writing to the chieftain of the orcs, Chieftain Uglak. Writing letters to the chieftain, the orc chieftain. If you want to stay, I'm writing them out, and I'll show you when I'm done. Now, mind you, you probably won't understand it, because it's not in Earth language. The Earth realm. It's in Orcish. Oh, well, the letter is pretty much thanking him for the wool for the castle. I don't speak Orcish. I really don't. I speak Common, because that's what I was raised. I don't speak Orcish. I'm sorry. I mean, I was raised... Well, here. So far, what it says is Lord Chieftain, Chieftain Uglag. The king thanks you for... That's what I have so far. In Elvish... Now, you see, your Elvish that you see and the Elvish that's here in my world of Voth, totally different. All the old languages are pretty much dead, except for a few chieftains that just don't want to let it go. But pretty much everybody speaks Common, which is very similar to your English. In fact, it looks exactly like it. Oh, you did. How'd you like it? Hopefully hopefully you didn't go to the wrong, come in on the wrong area. I mean, Voth is the world that I live in. The country I live in is Morskar. Chieftain Uglag, thank you for the sheepskins. The king. Ugh, Orc is just terrible. Hope he can read this. Oh. It's not doing too good. Oh. Okay. Now it just looks... Oh, it's dripping. Look at that. Look. Like a river. Looks like a map. River. The rat. Thank you for the sheepskins. The king made many great in a inn. I believe the town was called Umbrig. Oh. Please speak Common. That's what I speak. I don't speak Elvish and I don't speak Dwarf. Those languages are dead here in Voth. Everybody speaks Common now. We're all joined by one tongue. Here, knock the end. Okay, a little bit of Dwarfs for you. Ilada Shul. Like I said, the Dwarven language is different here than it is. Togin made it up. Alright? Want me to cast the spell, huh? Alright. I can make my ears come off my head. Would you like to see that? I mean, I can turn them into human-looking ears. Would you all like to see that? Huh? Alright. See? Did it. Hold on. Oh. Ah. Oh. 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 Oh, it's always so tender after they come back. Ah. Ow. Yeah. Merlin, eat your heart out. Yeah. Alright, almost done with this letter here. Then, my maid wants to say some things to you guys. I don't know why.
Because I want to make fun of him.
Old crone. Few clues here and colors, and we are done with that letter. And a little mess up here, but it just ends up looking like the river where the chieftain lives. All right. A what out of my hat? Hey, you in there? Hey,
What?
you want to come out of there?
No.
It doesn't want to come out. Come on. Get out.
Ow.
Ow! Ow! Screw you!
No, screw you.
Doesn't want to come out, so just put that back on. Alright, my maid wants to say something. Shoot.
Where you at? I'm coming. Hold on. Hello. How are you? My name is Hazel Gertrude. I'm Miriam Brungold Yellowhammer's maid. Yeah. You could call him Dollar Bill 84. But he's very fat. I heard that. I don't care if he hears me. I've been turned into a toad before. Oh, by the way, I'm a goblin. So, yeah. And if there's, any young men out there who, nobody wants you, you don't know that. Any young men who, like grannies, yeah, I'm here for you. Okay. Now what do we say here? Okay. I know I don't have green skin. I'm an albino goblin. Okay? Alright. Are you done? I think I'm done for a little bit. Toodaloo, everybody. He's still fat. Still fat.
I heard that. You're turning into a frog tonight.
Goodbye.
She gets gutsier every day. She's... Okay. Now. A level 1 wizard! I have you know, I am the foremost Necomancer. Not Necomancer. I missaid. Ecomancer in Voth. Alright? You need some rain? I'll do rain for you. Yep. Can I summon cat girls? What's a cat girl? I'd summon a cat girl. Well, the cat girls here, you don't want nothing to do with them. See, they're werecats, and, yeah, they ain't pretty. Am I ready for the Burning Crusade? Well, you want that? Go ahead, but remember, they got 6 nipples. Yeah, the claws. I mean, in my 436 years on Voth, I've married a lot of women, and one of them was a werewolf. Do I regret marrying her? Yes, I do. Yes. Yeah, you know, a good back scratch is good, but not when they scratch your back off. You know, it's not good. So, would you like to know a little more about me, my backstory or anything? Oh, by the way, you old hag. You got this note you got to deliver to the messenger. Okay. Alright, my backstory is... Alright, you already know my name. Billiam Brungold Yellowhammer. I'll get into the Yellowhammer thing. My mother was an elf. My dad was a dwarf. So that makes me a dwelf. Yes, Dollar Bill 84 is what I know him here. But how tall am I? I'm 5'9". Yes, it's a weird mixture. I mean, elves are tall, dwarves aren't. No, I am not a black mage. I just like wearing black. I'm not a black mage. Black is slimming, even though it doesn't really help. No, I am not a black mage. I do no black magic whatsoever. I'm an ecomancer. I control the elements. Okay. So, well, as I said, my mom's an elf, my dad's a dwarf. It's a long story. Yeah, necromancers do that. Excuse me. Okay, so you like cat girls? That's alright, dude. I mean, you want them with a cat girl? I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge. Cat boys? If you want cat boys, not my thing. Not my thing. As a young dwarf... Oh, yes. As a young... my mom's a dwarf. My dad's a dwarf. My mom's an elf. Okay, as a young elf, I was raised on the Endel Isles, which is a place where the dwarves come from on Voth. They're short people, you know, island people. I was raised there. There's some elves that live there, but they're not native. How my parents met was a bloody matter. I mean, at least for my father. My mother was going through the woods one day. Okay, I'll check that out. Alright. Not right now, but I will. I'll go back and I'll check it out. My father... Well, start off. My mother was out gathering mushrooms. And She heard a ruckus, so she grabs a rock and climbs up a tree. And she sees this dwarf and this orc fighting. Well, obviously the dwarf was my father. And he's fighting this orc, and my mom's watching, and my father trips over a root sticking out of the ground. And my mom sees this, and as the orc went to go come down with the axe, my mom threw the rock and it hit the orc in the eye. Well, at that point, my father took out his knife and stabbed the orc in the crotch, cutting everything up. Well, of course, the orc falls on the ground screaming and yelling in pain, and my father picks up the axe and right into the head of the orc and decapitates him. Sorry, but that's what happened. This one was a crazed orc. Apparently he was a little on the baddie side and was very violent. And my dad picks up the orc's head, turns around, sees my mother in the tree, and goes, You will be my wife! And for whatever reason, my mother was turned on. I don't know why. She's told me this multiple times. A year later, they were married. And a year later, I was born. There's no dragon. Dragon. So, I was raised on the Isles. I knew my father's side of the family. My grandfather was a wizard, so that's where I learned a lot of this from. That's where I learned from. My mother, being an elf, has an innate ability of magic, so I had both sides. My father couldn't do magic whatsoever. He was a miner and a warrior. So, a traveler. So, there. My mom's side of the family, I don't know. They don't want me. They consider me an abomination. Elves kind of have this whole purity thing. A lot of times. I'm not an orc. I'm a dwarf. But anybody, any race can become a wizard. Any race can be a wizard. Yes, and your axe. How many times have I heard that line before? Yeesh. So. So I learned how to control the elements. I mean, I could do other things too. Obviously, you just saw the ear thing. But I mostly do that. I mean, I've worked for many kings. I've worked for caravans in Akakesh, where the whole thing, all they ever made me do was, you make fires. Make the fires. That's pretty much all I did. Make the fires so we can cook. Make the fires so we can boil the water. Yes, I do have a staff. Am I going to go get it? It won't show up. I mean, hold on, I'll grab it. Oh. Just let me. Where is that thing? right out of the wall. Right in the portal. There we go. My staff. It's your basic staff. Just wood. No, there's no hobgoblins here. Not in my house. I don't use it to conjure anything. It's just a walking staff. I mean, you said you wanted a staff. I mean, not a summoning staff or anything like that. It's just a staff. I use it when I walk out in the woods. I didn't train in Northshire Abbey. I really don't need staff combat. I can shoot fireballs. Now, if I want an extra boost with my power, I use this. Now this. Why would I shoot a fireball in my house? Oh yeah, I can back scratch too. It's... Back to cat girls. What do you want to talk about them? What? Shoot it at... I don't want to break my window. I'm not shooting a fireball in my house. Yes, I can tell you about some of the races. Now, there's a lot of human races. Of course, you got the dwarves, you have the orcs. Any exotic women? Well, orc women, whether or not, they don't look like, you know, the orcs that are in Lord of the Rings, you know, the looking things. They don't look like from the other fantasy things from your world. They're very normal looking, other than having the tusks, the long pointy ear, the pointed ears like this, green skin. No, they do not. They do not have a penis. I know this for a fact because I was married to one. An orc. They do not. They're very feminine women. A lot of them are big warriors, but they're very feminine women. No, sadly, she died. This was 300 years ago. Yes, I have been married quite a few times. I mean, when you're 436 years old, you'd be married a few times yourself. Out of all the wives, my orc wife was one of my favorites. Man, she was a good cook. And we did have kids. Well, you gotta realize, this world is harsh. I mean, we have plagues all the time. Marauders, you name it. Sometimes my wives were just plain stupid. I had a Sarthosian wife. Human. And she was nice woman. Loved her to death, but she was a bit touched. Oh, I know, I've heard. Yeah. I mean, here we just close off the city and burn it. That's what we do. That's how we handle plagues. Round up everybody that has it and just Well, I'm not going to say what we do. But anyways, my wife, yeah, she was beautiful. She had... Orcs tend to put gold tattoos on. They never taught us how to do gold tattoos. They actually use real gold. Because they love gold. And she used to have this design on her cheeks that looked like leaves. Beautiful leaves with flowers. Oh, it was beautiful. I mean... It was beautiful. I mean, I'm glad she was bald because I got to see it all the time. Did I start the fires for cities? There's a lot of other wizards that can do fire. I've had to do it a few times for the king that I work for. So, like, if the plague happens and we try to narrow it out and get them all in one area and... Yep. Do I feel remorse? Yes. Yes, I do. But it's a necessary evil. I hate to say that, but... When you're dealing with a plague that could wipe out everybody, and there's only a few that have it, the needs of the many, over the needs of the few, you know? What do I do for fun? Yes, the needs of the many. What do I do for fun? Well, I like to read. Been reading this book from the Earth Realm right here. Chronicles of Narnia. Very good. I've just started, but very good so far. I'm reading The Magician's Nephew, and hey, it's good so far. I read a bit of it in some other videos. Also, I like dabble a little bit in alchemy and chemistry. You know, try to be a jack of all trades of some sort. You know, just enough that King needs my services. Oh, that food. Excuse me. Luthran. Oh. Would I burn down a city for fun? No. 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 I'm not like some other wizards that I know of. I mean, we have science in this world. I mean, alchemists and tinkerers and artificers. I mean, they dabble in the science. We have that. We know not everything is magic. Probably Rufus. He's cool. He's probably just looking for a cow. Ain't no worries. Me and him are good. In fact, I nursed him back to health at one point. Helped his wing. Can you get a room tour? No! No, I don't want you seeing my scrolls. It's a mess. Alright? I'm looking into the crystal right now, and yeah, this is about all you're going to get right here. So, stories about Rufus. Well, Rufus is notorious here in Voth. I mean, if you ain't cool with him, he'll probably just dive bomb you with his crap. You don't want to get hit by a dragon turd. They're huge. No! No dragons. No. I draw the line before a dragon. Way before. No, no, I'm not into dragons. Sorry, just not my thing, man. Just not my thing, sir. I'm just, I'm just not attracted to dragons. Just not. Knowing that they get ticked off at me, they could eat me. I've heard of that. But when it comes to a dragon, don't even attempt it. Trust me. Would I do it for some power? I mean, I'm friends with Rufus. I ain't got to have that kind of relationship. He's my buddy. Ha 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 ha. Now, my favorite wife, God rest her soul, was a halfling. She was great. The fun here. I was with the traveling caravan of entertainers. No, I don't have an alive wife. I've been single for 18 years. The Sarthosian was my last wife, and she walked right off a cliff while we were taking a nature hike. Like I said, it was kind of dumb, but I loved her. Now, my halfling wife, that was 100 years ago? Yeah, 100 years ago, something like that. I'm old. I'll get to my kids here after this. My halfling wife, she... I talked about this in a video earlier. I mentioned her name, so if you want to hear her name, go. How I met her was I was with a traveling caravan of entertainers, and my whole act was fire act. But I would shoot fireballs out of weird areas on my body. You know, armpits, ears, nose, belly button. And one day, I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the funniest thing possible that you could do with a fireball. Because I overheard this, sir, that she thought farts were hilarious. You know, flatulence. Well, in the act, we kind of met eyes, so I went, all right, I'm going to go for it. And there was the target across the room. I bent over and shot a fireball right out of my butt. Right out of my backside. Hit that target with a loud sound, and she thought it was hilarious, and a year later we were married. Well, I've taught some of them are wizards, some of them aren't. They just didn't want to be wizards. Yes, they usually do. And some of them are more powerful than I. And some just didn't want to learn to be a wizard. A lot of my kids, a lot of them are merchants. A lot of them own their own businesses. You know. What about my wives? I have no wives at the moment. Like I said, they're all dead. No, none of my wives were ever wizards. They were just your average, and some were nobles, some were just your average barmaids. I married barmaids before. Not prostitutes, mind you. But, you know, servers. Now, my kids, okay, I'm going to name off a few of them. I have 78 kids. Well, I've had a lot of wives. Now, imagine this. With my orc wife, I have three. I have 3 kids with her. Did I marry for influence at any time? No, I didn't. Never married for influence. I'm a good dude. Just kind of happens. I mean, my family is already quite well off. I guess you could have called my family nobles on the Endel Isles. We really don't have those there. My family owns mines on the island. Gold mines and such, and silver. So, yeah. What does the 84 stand for? You know, it really doesn't stand for anything. I just kind of like it. You know? 444. I'm just kind of... Not really any meaning. No, just 84. Dollar bill, I like money. You know, who doesn't? So I just thought it was pretty cool there. Dollar bill 84. It sounds like, an Earthrealm would choose. You know? So anyways, back to my kids. I have kids that are, well, with the York kids, I mean, they're part dwarf, part elf, and part orc. So you only can imagine what that looks like. You know? I have, part human, part dwarf, part elf, pick and choose. I married a fairy. So I got kids out there. Yeah, think. So, they're just going to get intermingled here. I mean, there's just a bunch of hybrids running around Voth. I mean, it happens. I mean, there's people that want to keep it pure like the elves, but some don't. And they, like my mother, she married a dwarf. So, there's interracial families all around in Voth. Now, Bardcore. I've heard of this. I do like a good drum, bagpipes, and a hurdy-gurdy. I do love those. Those are very good. I do like some harps. But the music that I've heard from your world, I do like the heavy metal. It's aggressive. It appeals to my dwarven side. I really do enjoy that very much from your world. I mean, I like my folksy music from my world, too. I want to relax, some good harp music, kind of just chills me out, as you would say. The minstrels here at at this place, at the castle, pretty chill. I mean, I don't live in the castle. Out in the castle courtyard, I have my own house. It's a nice 3-bedroom accommodations. It works for me. Well, I never hear them talk. They just play. Now, getting back to your music from your world. I do enjoy heavy metal. I enjoy it very much so. Bands that I have listened to, I mean, like 6 Feet Under, Gwar, Cannibal Corpse, which it's a good band right there. Avantasia, which is like power metal, as you would call it. I have a crystal that can peer into your world that I was given to by Magog, which is what I'm talking to you right now. I'm not on a computer. This is a crystal I'm going through, and I bring it in to your Twitch, as you call it, I don't think Taylor Swift is even human. I think she may be an elf that somehow got into your world. Because she don't look human at all. She got her ears cut. I know she did. Yes, she is quite tall and quite thin. Those eyes are way too big for to be human. She got her ears surgically fixed before she came over. I know she did. There ain't no hiding elven features. And that forehead says it all. Ain't fooling me, Taylor. Swift. That's even an elven last name, Swift. I mean, Swiftwind, Swift River. I mean, she was probably called Swift River before she came over. Elves in your world? I think a lot of professional wrestlers maybe from here and got over there somehow. I don't know how, but they did. I think a few giants might have gotten over there. I have no idea how they snuck in. A lot of times when people try to get over into your world from here, they end up exploding. Oh, you're part giant. Or are you just very tall? Because our giants go from 10 feet to 15 or more. I mean, they're not like 90 feet high. You could see them next to a mountain or nothing. No. They get about 20 feet. They're pretty tall. I mean, I know a giant. He's as tall as my house. I mean, he's average as giants go. But yeah, Taylor Swift, definitely an elf. Reese Witherspoon, definitely an elf. No, I do not live in the tower. I don't want to live in a tower. Not enough space. I have a 3-bedroom home. I'm not going to sleep in a tower. Why would I sleep in a tower? I mean, there's no access to a latrine. I'm down where everything's at, man. I go that way. Out that door, and I am right outside in the courtyard, and I could go to the market and everything. I don't have to climb down a bunch of stairs. I mean, really, look at me. You think I'm going to climb down stairs? I'm not surveying the land. I'm too lazy. Immersed. Towers are overrated. Limited space. They're drafty. You're up high in the air. It's just cold. I'm down here where it stays warm. If you leveled up a bit... You still think I'm at level 1. There's really no levels in this world. You're good at what you do. Oh, remember being cold as fireworks. Like I said, I'm not shooting a fireball down here. I'll shoot it in my fireplace, which it's already lit. Also, in the tower of the castle, there's no fireplace. That's normally meant for the soldiers to stand up there and look and survey. Why would I want to stand up there? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Now, would you like to hear a somewhat humorous story? Or would you like to hear a stupid joke? Can I sing a melody? I don't sing. I don't sing at all. However, I will tell you a joke, though. What do you call it? You want to hear the maid sing, huh? Alright, I will tell you this joke, and then the maid will sing a tune. Alright? She'll sing a little ditty from our world. Okay? Here goes the joke. What do you call it when a hooker farts? A prostitute. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I didn't say it was going to be a good joke. I just said a joke. Hazel, they want to see you. They want you to sing a song.
Why do they want me to sing a song? I don't know. Appease the people. I'm not a singer.
Give me a minute.
Oh, no, come on. Okay. All right. Okay. Hi. Okay, I will sing you a little goblin tune that my mother taught me when I was just a little young girl. Here we go. I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight. Yeah, I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight. Yeah, mushroom sauce on it. Yeah, and a couple of potatoes. I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight. Thank you. All right.
Well, there you go. She probably can. Hold on. Maybe she'll do it again. Maybe she'll sing Single Ladies. Hazel!
Do you know Single Ladies? Of course I know Single Ladies. They're not married. They're my nieces.
No, the song Single Ladies.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. Okay. I only know the verse. Okay? All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, put your hand up. Right there. That's something Beyonce said. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the da-da-da-da, all put your hands up. Put the da-da, put the da-da. I'll sing the goblin version. All the stinky ladies, all the stinky ladies, all the stinky ladies, all the stinky ladies, put your butt up, rip a big fart, stick your butt up, rip a big fart. Yeah!
Cannibal Corpse? I really can't. Listen, if I understood what they were saying, I would sing a song from Cannibal Corpse. But Yeah, 10, yeah. Um, I could sing a little bit of Guar if you'd like. Let me think of the lyrics. I actually do like that song. I do. I can sing a little bit from Guar if you would like. I mean... Alright. Your socks may smell, your feet may stink, you never take a bath. Your nose it runs, you bust your buns, you always finish last. Sick of you. I'm so sick of you. Sick of you. I'm so sick of you. There you go. First verse of the song. I don't want to get monetized. There you go. Now, yes, I do love video games. I'm able to channel them through the crystal. Earlier today, I did stream a video game. I was playing Capcom beat 'em ups. I will be streaming a game tomorrow. Yes, I do have Pac-Man. Yes, I do. There's no video games in Voth. I'm sorry. There isn't. But if you would like to learn more about Voth and the place where I'm from, go watch Magog of Morskar on YouTube. I am from his world. He's an associate of mine. I know him very well. Good luck. Good luck. You might explode going through the portal. Anywho, if you would like to learn more, go to Magog of Morskar on YouTube. If you want to see a really good show, go to Magog of Morskar live every Monday and Friday to watch Side Quest. Is what you would call medieval frenemies, as you would say. Very good show. Very funny. Where you have Magog of Morskar, the necromancer. What's oil? I mean, we have oil for our lamps. Anyways, you have Magog of Morskar, the necromancer. You have Arcturus, the artificer from Sarthos. You have Physa, the quarter orc. You have Lyra, the elf. You have Alisteria, the black mage, she says, but she's a blue mage. She's very loose morals. And then you have the thief, who she's from the brine. She's a pirate. And then you have Pentagast, the alchemist. He's Pentagast. He's out there, man. He's like a larger version of Captain Jack Sparrow. He's a little off his rocker, if you know what I mean. The White Flash, huh? What did he do? To make you make you bump him off? Eh? Oh! Well, that makes perfect sense, I guess. Oh. It's snowing. Oh, I need to wash my hair. Need to get the lye soap and lard. So, where's this music coming from? Minstrels must be outside. So, how was your guys' day? Huh? How have you been? Don't. That is advice. Don't. Yeah. I can remember a friend, we were in a battle with a drake. And I told him, I said, stay away from the tail. Guess what he did? He went right around and wanted to go right for the back of the thing, and the tail hit him and just cut his head off. Listen, when you can summon lightning from your hand and you hit a drake right between the eyes. Now, drakes aren't dragons. They're like much, much, much smaller than drakes. Than dragons. Drakes are small enough that they pull carts in my world. I mean, some people have drakes that pull their carts, other than horses or cows. I'm a wizard. Not a shaman. I'm a wizard. I don't deal with spiritual matters. Harry who? The only hairy person here is me. Oh, that thing from your world. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Leviosa. Stop it, Ron. Leviosa. We have knights. That's about as, as we get. I mean, I don't really know any of them. Knights can be pompous. We've had heroes, yes, but none comes to the mind at the moment because I really don't care. A lot of it's embellished. He goes by Gary Pothead now. Well, figures. Get out of school and you go right for the drugs. Which, this isn't drugs, this is tobacco. So how'd you find me? My little stream here. I'm curious. Okay. But I'm kind of being serious. Where'd you find this? I mean, just Twitter, Discord. I have a Discord. Okay. So, I'm probably going to be ending stream here in a little bit. I would like to thank you for coming. Thank you and listening to my old man rambles. And I will do the ear trick for you one more time, if you would like. Okay. Here we go. Wah! There you go. And here we go. Oh. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. It always hurts. But, okay. All right. It has been a pleasure. I will be back tomorrow. I wish I could rip off other parts of my body. I really could wish. But there's some other parts I really need. The tips of these ears you kind of really don't need. The other parts I do need. So, I will be streaming tomorrow around 1 o'clock. Noon, 1 o'clock in your time. I will be streaming probably... Well, I don't know what I'll be streaming. It's a surprise. Because I don't even know. It will be a video game. So, about 1 o'clock, I will be streaming video games. And yes... Hazel will be there. She will be introducing me at the beginning of the stream. So, come and watch. Well, kind of like a parallel dimensional thing. Right here, right now, it is 8:56. We have clocks here. So, 1 p.m. I think it would go by, ours goes by where I'm at, the Eastern Standard Time, as you would call it. So 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Yeah, it'll be right around that time. Be there or be Dragon Poo, I guess. So, this is Dollar Bill 84, also known as Billiam Rungal Yellowhammer. Oh! I didn't tell you how I got my last name. Alright. My far ancestor, my grandfather, my grandfather of mine. This will be the last story. Was kind of particular about his hammer. And, he, after a battle or whatever, he'd have blood all over it, and he'd wash it and shine it up. Just so it would look good for the next battle or whatever. Well, One time he was out in an area where there was no water. He had drank all his, so he couldn't clean the hammer. So, there was only one liquid he could use. So he urinated all over the hammer to clean it. And his battle buddies come walking up, they go, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm cleaning my hammer." So after that, they called him Yellowhammer because he peed on his hammer to clean it. And that's how my last name came to be. Thank you, Grandpa. Well, I'll leave you on that story. Have a good, blessed evening, and good night.